We are here with one of the fastest growing groups in CHH right now with 3 future CHH stars, 3 future GOATs. You already know we are here with Next Move. I am your host, Cole.
Super.
And this is CHH Hysteria. Yeah, hey everyone, welcome back. Like I said in the intro, we're here with Next Move. So we got Coop on the right, we got Christopher Syncere bottom left, and Henrik / Wendy on the bottom right. And thank you guys so much for coming on.
Let's
go, baby.
Thanks for having us, bro.
DJ Hysteria for life.
Hey.
Goated.
No, yeah, y'all three dropped fantastic projects, solo projects this year. And then you guys wrapped it up with just last week, It Has to Be God as a group project, which is also amazing. It's been on repeat. We've been blessed. But I want to talk about that album quite a bit. So what is the story on how you guys decided that you're going to make a project together? And how did it finally come together?
Who wants to take this, bro? I'll start. There's no...
start.
We got forced.
Facts, we had to.
I think low-key it was the plan from the beginning was to roll out some individual projects and then eventually finish out this year with a group project. That was the vision that they kind of brought us. So we were like, shoot, let's do it.
Yeah, we met. I didn't even know. I knew like Coop, like from Twitter and stuff, just seeing him on Twitter. I didn't know Henrik before we had joined Next Move, and then I met them in December of last year. We had like a couple of Airbnb sessions where we just all linked up, same state, same place, and every single time was like progressively working more on the EP until we met in Dallas in, what was it, beginning of August or something like that.
Yeah.
Late July.
Yeah.
And we finished out the EP and we gave birth to it.
Hey.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the EP happened over a few months, not like one recording session over like a week.
I mean, it was over a few months, but really it was more like 5 days because we would go to the sessions. Like we had 3 different sessions. Like they were like 6 months, a span of 6 months, but we only worked on the project while we were there. So it was like 2 days at a time we would work on it. So we only worked on it for like 5 days in total.
So I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
I didn't think, yeah.
And honestly, we, other than 2 songs, I feel like we did most of it in that last one in August.
In Dallas, yeah.
I think we made the majority of the project in that last Airbnb session. So really only like 2 or 3 days as far as actually working on the project.
Yeah.
But kind of like the vision for it and getting, like, we scrapped a lot of songs. It was it was a span of like 6 or 7 months, like Henrik said.
Yeah.
So you talked just now like slightly about the vision behind the album. So what was the vision originally behind the album, and what was it when it ended up? Like, how did it change?
Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Henrik. You're so lovely. Nah, man. So originally, I don't think we had like a goal for what we wanted the project to be about. We were just trying to make music.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, we didn't really know each other. There wasn't like a real chemistry there. And then it's crazy, man. Over the last couple of months, we've just grown as brothers. We've grown as a team. We've grown as individuals. And that came out in the project. And it really shaped, a lot of the content as far as our group songs on there. And then when we were in our last Airbnb session this past August, that's when we like solidified the name and started talking like branding and looks and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think the goal and vision was always like, we knew we wanted to build up as much hype as we could as individual artists, and then when we finally did drop, try and create as much of a moment as we could. But like Chris said, we didn't even have the name of the project until August of that last session. So as far as like specifics, we really didn't have a vision. We just knew we wanted to execute something crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys are talking about the name. What does the name "It Has to Be God" mean to you guys? Like, why did you name it that?
YB was actually the first one to throw out the name, and because we had like this amazing collection of songs, and didn't have really a theme yet to ground it. I mean, we had a theme, we just didn't have a name, and he threw out that name. I loved it. What funny thing about that name, bro, is I feel like it means more now than it did when we named it. I don't know how y'all feel about that, Chris and Henrik, but I had to write a column for one of my classes, and I talked a lot in the paper about that, how it felt like we named the project "It Has to Be God," and then God kind of was like, all right, let me test that faith a little bit, and then did what he did. Because I don't know how else, 3 Nobody's chart on number two on Christian iTunes. So
that was crazy. Congratulations.
It has to be God.
Right.
Yeah.
So was YB at all these sessions as well then?
Sure. That's Poppy next move, bro.
Poppy next move.
He runs it, man. Him and his wife, Tammy, technically like in charge. She's like the next move like manager, and YB's like the Bold Records manager. That's just 2 labels, but he comes to everything because why not?
Right, that's cool. So you guys seem like you kind of talked, but like you guys seem to have really grown like closer to each other and kind of become like good homies. So when making music as a group together with people you're friends with, that's probably got to come with a lot of memories made and stories. So what are some of your favorite memories made when you were creating this project in those 5 days?
Wow.
One of my favorite memories, man. When we got to Dallas, we went grocery shopping instead of like ordering food every night. And I love to like serve people and stuff. And so I got some like chicken Alfredo, and I got to cook for the whole team. You know what I'm saying? The chef Boyardeen in the kitchen.
Bomb too, bro.
But that was fun.
Yeah.
Six Flags, we went to Six Flags out there. That was really fun.
Flags, Chris, bro. The funniest thing, bro, is on the first thing we went on, bro. I was sitting next to Graham, bro, 100 grams. This dude, his reaction was hilarious, bro. It was an actual terror, bro. It was hilarious.
That's tough.
One of the funniest moments I've seen, bro, in my life.
Funny.
That drunk was fun though, man. I think really the only times we've ever hung out is at these like Airbnb sessions, and everything else is just like FaceTime and Zoom meetings and stuff like that and texting. But it's crazy. We've only met in person 3 times, 4 times. But it feels like we're like legit like brothers, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. That's not that funny.
Psych.
I feel like there's a lot of like little stuff that happens just at the sessions. Really funny stuff. Like we make fun of each other, or somebody does something stupid. It wouldn't probably be as funny to like tell a story, but I have a blast every time that we get together, bro. It's hilarious.
Yeah. But yo, not only like the funny stuff, man, but I feel like those serious moments have been really defining also. I keep going back to this last Airbnb session that we were at because it was just the best one. But man, we were like sitting at the dinner table for like 2 hours, I feel like, talking about like the friggin' end times and stuff like that. Like, and just like giving our thoughts and sharing opinions and stuff. We talked about that.
Coop wasn't there.
There was a moment,
Coop wasn't there, bro. Coop misses everything.
Man, Coop.
Oh yeah, man, Coop, you left, man.
Hey, the running joke is that I miss everything. So, Cakeshires, defining moments, bro. Every time they post on Instagram, I had to leave. What was I? Oh, I was literally moving into college the day after our retreat, so I left. I missed that last night. They went to the ice. Y'all go to the ice rink?
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that joke was funny.
So fun.
Y'all whack for that.
That boy Henrik was falling.
Yeah, I saw some clips. That looked funny.
No, I mean, I was just gonna say, man, going into our most recent session where we were trying to finish out the project and everything, 100 gram and giving me like a beat pack, and I was just in a slump, man. I feel like I couldn't write anything. I would pick up my pen, I would write, and I would write verses and hook ideas and stuff, but I felt like it was nothing that was like good enough to be released. And Coop had recorded his song. I think Henrik was working on his song in the studio while we were there, and I was downstairs with my headphones in, and man, I wrote 2 songs, and then I went up and like tried to record them. They were both trash, and I just started getting like super in my head, bro. Like, just really discouraged because you hear "Loser" and that's the freaking banger. You hear "Show Me Something" by Coop, and that's a banger, bro. And I got very like discouraged, and I wanted to start crying, man. I was like, man, I feel like I can't, I can't freaking make anything good, but I just kind of took a break. I think I took like a power nap or something in my room that I was staying in. I came back and I was like, all right, man, like let's do this. And then I made Secret with Graham. Which
banger.
And yeah. Secret's insane. I love that song.
Thanks.
Thank you, bro.
Man, that's crazy.
Thanks, bro. Chris, I feel like I had a similar kind of moment like that to you in the second session, where I felt like the whole time, bro, I was dookie, bro. Like, I remember I tried to put that verse on Yup, bro. That John was dookie. And I felt like I couldn't, bro. I felt like I was just sitting there wasting space for like most of the time. And then we got to like that session where we did Catch Me, and I finally felt like I had something decent, and it was great, bro. I think it just took patience, bro, and time, and we finally got something nice, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, most def.
Yeah, speaking of Catch Me, that I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that's like one of my favorite tracks off the album, maybe my favorite. And I think it's a really special song. It's really beautiful. So how did that song come to be? Like, how did the topic come up? How did like the verses get written? All that stuff.
Yeah, I think Graham had played like the guitar loop or something, and like immediately I got a melody in my head like pretty fast. I think I recorded like the hook like instantly, and then Coop and Chris went into a different room and they wrote verses, like, and they came out.
Yeah.
I'll let them talk about how that was for them, but I remember they went into a room and they came out like in like 15 minutes, and they both had like their verses already. And I remember the whole time we were recording that song, like it wasn't like a weird sound. It was like silent though, like the whole time. Like nobody was really like messing around or talking really. We were kind of just like sitting there listening to each other. And it wasn't a weird silence though. It was like a good silence. And it was like a different energy in the room, like when we were making that song. I feel like, at least that's how I remember. I don't know about Coop and Chris. I want to hear what they have to say.
I'll say first, I just remembered this when you were talking about Graham playing the loop. I think we kind of knew that this was supposed to be the special song on the project because Graham had been texting us for like a month saying, I have this beat and it's really special. And I think it's going to be, he might have even said like, this is going to be like the outro or the worship joint. So we kind of we had saved it for that last late night session. And then, man, other than that, I think I talked to Chris. Me and Chris went into a separate room, and if I remember right, like either me or Chris, we both just kind of confirmed to the other person that like, bro, we could feel the Holy Spirit like in that session. I don't know how else to describe it. And then, dang, bro, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. I do remember I talked about it a little bit in some content that's not out yet, but I do remember specifically like either during Henrik's chorus or Chris's verse, like I legit left the studio. I walked into the bathroom because I didn't want anybody to see me crying, bro. I was like getting emotional. For real, I was like, bro, these dudes are not about to see me get emotional over a song. So I stepped out for like a quick 2 minutes, but it was a completely different vibe than anything else, and it was special.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, y'all. Like it, I think um, I'm a big believer in like, man, the vibe that you're giving off when you're in the studio creating the song, like that, um, uh, kind of energy that's in the room, man, that's gonna come off when the song is released, you know, um, which I feel like just on a quick side tangent, I feel like a lot of times when we hear like, you know, some of these newer guys, that's why you can listen to their music and get so depressed, you know, because that's probably how they're feeling in the sessions, you know. Um, but vice versa, man, like we were all just super locked in with the Lord at that time. And we were just trying to make a song that was like just raw and vulnerable and kind of with that worship feel to it. And so we were all in that mindset. And so I think that comes out when people hear the song, you know. Um, and yeah, I remember that was like super special. Like we just knew, like we just knew it was like this is different than anything that we've, you know, that we've ever done, you know.
Yeah, song turned out great. And the next song I kind of want to talk about a bit is the interlude, the Dallas Freestyle, which I thought was like a really fun interlude. I didn't really heard the interlude like that. Um, but I feel like there's like how did that start? Like why did you guys decide to just like freestyle for over an interlude, and like was that actually off the dome? All that stuff, you know.
I think we decided we wanted to do that because I mean every time we got together we would just always freestyle because it's fun. Like freestyling is so fun, bro. It's hilarious. And like I'm kind of dookie at freestyling, but I don't care because it's super fun. And like I think I wanted just to capture like a moment like that was kind of captured who we were as a group, that like yeah, like we make music for the Lord and like that's super serious, but we also are like we're just some friends having a good time at the same time, like. And yeah, so we would just always be freestyling. So I think I don't know who came up with the idea, but we're like, let's record it one time, and then because it would be cool. We want to show people what we do. Who somebody else talk about this, but I don't really know what I'm saying, man. Somebody
I
else.
think it was Graham, but I mean, like Henrik said, we haven't done a single session where like either to kick it off or in between songs as a exercise or a break, like we're freestyling. Like that's just something we do all the time. We throw some beats on and we freestyle, or we mess around and do something stupid. So it was very authentic to like who we were as a group. I think it was Graham. I think it was Graham who got everything set out and was like, yo, I think it'd be a super dope idea if we recorded it. And then as far as off the dome, there were a couple lines that were like repeated lines because we recorded it multiple times to get like the best one. But I mean, would y'all agree? I feel like most of that was freestyle in the moment.
Straight freestyle, yeah.
It was 90% freestyle. I think
That's crazy.
I think one of us had like at least like half a line that maybe we repeated, but like
right.
90-10, bro. It was real.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And it was fun, man. Like it reminded me of like those middle school lunch tables when you're like, you know what I'm saying, you got the pencil. We literally posted up at the dining room table. We weren't even in the studio. Like we were at the dining room table, just like literally, like Coop said in the thing, we just ate chicken. It was air fried. You know what I mean?
We had just eaten air fried chicken, bro.
Yeah, man, chicken, bro. And we were like, yo, let's knock this freestyle out. And then that happened. It was super fun.
So, what song off the album ended up meaning the most to each of you guys? And then also, which one turned out like you're most proud of how it turned out?
I'll start that one off, man. Man, I think that, well, I'll give like my favorite. It's not even my song. My favorite is freaking Coop's joint. Show me some, yo. Coop, if you ask anybody that lives with me, ask my roommate, bro, I literally rapped that first verse about 30 times a day, bro. Just like walking around the house, like washing dishes. Put out the Coop on a lot, and you know that boy Coop got a lot of stuff. Yeah, yeah, bro. Spaz, bro. Spaz. So
love you, bro.
I love you, man. Yeah. So that was a banger. Loser's a freaking banger. The last like 30 seconds, bro, with the guitar, like it reminds me of like some 2001, like some 41 type, you know. So man, I freaking love those songs, man. I think that everybody shined when their moment was given. And but I think the song that I'm the most like proud of would definitely have to be Catch Me. Just because I never done anything like that before. And I don't think any of us have. And so that was special to make, man, for real.
Yeah, I agree with Chris. The reason I say I think Catch Me is the one I'm most proud of is because when we made that, when like we had just made it like in the session, and all we had was like the demo with like the raw vocals, I was showing people already. And I never show people my demos because I sound trash. But I didn't care because I thought the song was so lit. Like I thought the song was so special. I was showing all my friends like the demo of the song. So yeah. And I never do that. So it definitely had to be that. Song that was most meaningful to me, probably Loser, just because I feel like that song was like the most about my life than the other songs. Like, yeah, I just relate to that song the most. But yeah, the most proud of definitely Catch Me, bro.
I think most proud of, like, the obvious answer, nothing comes close to Catch Me. So like not like excluding that song, because I don't know. I personally don't know if I'll ever make a song that means as much to me as that one. Just the scenario and then how it turned out. But I was really proud of Show Me Something because I took kind of some creative risk as far as the chorus and the second verse. I really want to get into using my vocals more. And I was pretty nervous about like what the response was going to be from that, and then people love it, so I'm really proud of that and just how it turned out. Song what was it? Is it song that I like the most?
Yeah, like which one came out the best to you?
I'm no lie, I'm a huge fan of Loser. I just jam to it about once or twice a day. So
just so you guys know, Coop wrote that with me.
Yeah. But like genuinely, like, from an unbiased perspective, like I love listening to that song.
Mm-hmm.
So
I will add, I feel like I'm very proud of Coop and Chris's solo songs as well, because I feel like whenever I play like the album for my friends, I always show them Secret and Show Me Something first, because I don't know, I feel like I'm proud of my friends, man. That's what I always play first. I'll show their songs. It also might have to do with the fact that I don't like playing my own music. But I'm really proud of their song because I bet you, it's weird because when you're making a group project and, you know, you have people making songs that you're not on, if you feel like you almost have no control over it. So it would have been booty if, you know, you're on this group project and your friends make some booty songs and you can't do anything about it. But I didn't think they were going to make booty songs because they're better artists than me. But I feel so happy that I love their songs that they made, bro. So the whole project, every song I really like. So I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, there's literally not a song on the project that I don't love. Like, I genuinely love every song on there. It's wild.
Zero skips, bro.
For sure. There's no skips.
I'm skipping Dallas interlude every time, bro. I'm not listening to that.
Yo, at the end where Henrik was like, yo, end that, frick. It's like the joint peaked so hard, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Wasn't there the take before that was like a better take, but I'm pretty sure I said something like that we couldn't put on there. What did I say?
I think you said ho or something.
I said that.
Oh yeah.
What did you said something and we were all like, yeah, we probably can't put that on the project.
Oh man.
We get canceled, bro.
Henrik After Dark.
Was
No,
it?
yeah,
I think that's what it was. I don't know.
I think it was. I remember YB kind of yelled at me for saying that a lot. Like, I was like,
oh yeah, YB was like, bro, Henrik, you can't think of a different word, man. Expand your vocabulary out.
I would be like, yo, pass me that hoe. Or like, let me get on that hoe. Or stuff like that. I got mad.
No, yeah, I think all of your solo songs and all the songs in general are something definitely to be really proud of. Y'all killed it. And then the final question about the album is, do you guys think there is like a bar or like some lines on there that you're especially proud of?
Coop at the lot. That's my favorite line on the album.
Facts.
You know, the boy got a lot on his mind. Something like that.
Bro, my man Coop slid, bro. Like, bro, the wordplay. Maybe that's pride, but I know that it's God because he gave me the drive. I just gave it the nitrous. It was like this crew is sicker than a virus. Stop playing, bro.
Crazy.
Slid.
Coop at the lot. You know, the boy Coop got a lot on his mind. Who got the puck?
Oh, thank God.
Nah, yeah, that. And then I think that Henrik's. I've never heard Henrik have like the range vocally that he did on Loser, especially at the end with the when he was like, you know, kind of screaming a little bit. Like, man, that was.
I've been practicing that in my room, bro. My roommates are getting mad at me, man. I've been screaming a lot.
Keep practicing it, bro. It was that drunk is like, I don't know. It's different, bro. Henrik different, bro. And Henrik is the freaking future, bro. Like I think he's like literally carrying this genre into this new like kind of rock vibe. So man,
for sure.
y'all slid, bro.
Bro, no lie. I don't think I've heard a line all year that was as smooth and cool as black and yellow on the logo with Khalifa.
That's so catchy, bro.
It's not like
fire.
it just hits in every way, bro. The melody, Chris's tone, and then the bar, bro. Black and yellow on the logo with I literally find myself just randomly saying that, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, it's stuck in my brain, bro. It's crazy.
Hey,
I do the same thing, Coop.
No cap.
Hey.
If you go through the project, I think Coop has the most bars, Chris has the second most bars, and I didn't even have a bar. I had 0.
Bro, that is not.
Well, you had the Shy Guy bar.
Yeah, the Shy Guy was
that gets stuck in my head too.
Dallas
on the freestyle, like the Shy Guy.
Most bars on there.
You said Shy Guy is a bar? What are you?
No. Listen, you said holes in my jeans for the holes in my heart. I don't need a freezer. I've been cold from the start.
From the start.
Yeah, that was fire.
Wife beater on, but I still respect women.
No, I realized, bro, that like last week I accidentally copied Ovi, bro. He has like a line in the song. He goes, "In Eternal, bro. In Eternal" from Christopher. He goes,
"No way."
Those holes in his hands for the holes in my heart. And I was
like,
"Oh no."
Well, it's a freestyle. You didn't know.
Yeah,
that happens.
As long as it's not
he's gonna sue us, bro. You shouldn't have said that on the interview. We're done for
it. Did you get clearance, right?
Yeah. I changed it.
Bro, no cap though, Henrik. I feel like whereas me and Chris sometimes kind of dance around with that playful style of writing and like bars, dude, everything you say sounds so profound. Like even on Standby, because I feel like you closed out that song really well. Like you're rapping, bro, and you're spazzing, but like what you're saying, talking about how like you got to bring your friends hope because you're, you know, like at parties where they're drinking and smoking and all this stuff. Like you're spazzing, bro, but the stuff that you're saying is like impacting me, like every line, like it hits. So don't sleep on your pen, bro.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
And in a lot of ways, that means a lot more to people than, you know, funny bars or something.
Yeah,
thanks, Coop. Thanks, Coopy Doopy.
So kind of switching subjects from the album to just kind of more general next move stuff. So how did like the group come to be? And like, do you have any like beginning stories that you want to tell, or
Got
like, how did y'all
forced.
meet, like that?
No
Yeah,
cap. Oh,
go
you
ahead,
can go
Henrik.
crazy.
No,
You
go
got
ahead.
it. I bet. I'll give like my story of like the first time talking to each of them. So I remember I signed the next move. I was still at college, and then like right after I signed, like a week later, they said like Chris, this kid Chris, and I was like, yo, who the frick? I thought I was the only person on this, bro. What the frick is this, bro?
Wait, are you for real?
Yeah, I signed to that joint. I thought I was the only one there, bro. And then they said like Chris, and I was like, yo, why is there another person, bro? I was like, bro. But then I remember YB introduced us or something. I remember I FaceTimed Chris. The first time I FaceTimed Chris, bro, I was scared, bro, because that man was talking mad mature to me, bro. And I was like, yo, this man looked mad serious, bro. And I was like 18, like 18-year-old kid at the time. I mean, I'm only 19 now, but 18-year-old kid. I thought this dude was like a prophet, bro. And I was like, yo, like I was scared of you, Chris. But then once we got to know each other, I realized like you're a homie. But then Coop, I don't even remember the first time I talked to you, Coop. Oh, frick. When was this?
It was
I remember how I met Coop. So I didn't really know Coop, but back in like quarantine, like when I was still in high school, and all I did was like Christian TikTok. I was just like a cheeser TikToker at the time. I would do like live streams. I would do live streams where I would listen to like Christian rap, because that was like my thing on TikTok, was like I was a Christian rap fan. And so I remember one time this kid like suggested Coop, and I remember listening to that joint, and Coop was in that joint. And that was the first time I heard of Coop. And then they said, like, Coop is joining Next Move. I was like, yo, what the frick? This kid Coop? I know who this kid is, man. And then I don't remember the first time we talked Coop. I remember we did a few, like, FaceTime Bible studies, like me and Chris, when I was still at college.
Yeah.
And that was, like, the first times when we were starting to get to know each other. But we didn't really get close, like, all three of us, until we met each other in person. And then, yeah, it just went from there.
Yeah, when we were in Dallas, we had another one of those like super long talks, and like all the lights were off in the studio room. Like, I don't even know why the lights were off. I think we were about to go to sleep, and then we just ended up still talking in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's like, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, we literally were just talking in the dark. It was mad weird. But YB and Tammy were like giving us like the whole backstory of Next Move, and how it came about. And they were saying how like this has been like a dream of YB's for like 5 years or something like that. And he just hit the go button on it because he felt like God gave him the green light. And then he ended up signing us. Me and YB go back, bro. Like, I've known YB since 2016. So I was a junior in high school in 2016, and I started doing music then, and I was just doing like local, like, Christian hip hop concerts and stuff like that. And YB, he used to live in Orlando, so he would be at a lot of those same events. And I didn't know it at the time. This is what YB said, but he felt like he was just gravitated toward me. And so we just connected then, and we kind of been cool since then. But bro, just said he was gonna bring me on the team as a freaking spiritual advisor, and not even as an artist, but to be the freaking spiritual advisor for Coop and Henrik. And when I was like, what the?
Bro, you wanted that all-white roster, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's what it is. That's what it is, man. No, but then I couldn't. Never mind. Amazing. But
Chris, you
I'm dead. Anyways, let's bring it back to the nah, bro. So Graham DM'd me from the Next Move like Instagram account, and they had like 3 followers. This is before they launched, but it just had the logo and it had like 3 followers, and it was like, hey, this is Graham from, and I thought it was one of, you get a bunch of DMs all the time, like, I'm a promoter or whatever. I thought it was another one of those until he said I read in the DM that it said something about YB, like, this is YB's thing. So I screenshotted the DM and I texted YB. I was like, bro, what is this? And I was like, I don't know if I should trust this. Y'all got 4 followers. And I was like, what do you mean talk about signing, bro? Yeah, I'm not going to sign a 4-follower label. What up? But we ended up having like meetings and stuff like that. And I felt like it was like a job interview, man, low key. But, it ended up, man, everything worked out. And it's crazy, y'all. So like I said, I was doing music before. I've been doing music for years, but just nothing was really popping off. I was putting content out, putting projects out, and God told me to do a name switch. I changed my name, I rebranded and everything. And then that's when this opportunity presented itself. And I've seen literally more growth in this 1 year, 2021, than I have since 2017 when I started releasing music. So it's crazy, man.
For me, I think like it was 2019, late 2019 when YB just started. I think he followed me on Instagram. He started DMing me at the time. I had no idea who I had no idea he had a plan for a label or anything like that. He was being super genuine, kind, reaching out, and then genuinely just wanted to see me win as an artist independently. And then 2020, I dropped my project, Welcome to Exile. And he actually helped with the rollout. He was offering advice and stuff. And we had kind of just over those months built up a relationship and a friendship. And then I believe it was right after, or maybe like a month after I dropped that project in the summer of 2020, that he was like, hey, I have this, vision and this plan for this label at Next Move. And I actually knew up front that there were 2 other artists, but I guess it was because I was the last one to sign. Because when he approached me about being serious about it, like later that fall, I either knew from him or Graham. I had no idea who the other 2 artists were, and they wouldn't tell me until I signed. But I knew like I was coming into this with 2 other artists. And then I prayed about it, and really based off YB's character and knowing who he was from like the past year was a lot. It was kind of all I needed to know. And God opened some doors that made it obvious that he wanted me there. And so I signed, and then I think Henrik talked about it. We met on FaceTime, and as soon as I signed and sent over the contract, I was like added to a group text, and I was the last one added.
That's what happened.
Yeah, because y'all had already been on it, I guess. So that was like mad weird because I really didn't know what to expect. And then I was like, oh, here's this group text, and here's our team, and here's the other 2 artists. And then I think we FaceTimed that day, started trying to get to know each other, and the rest is history, bro.
I think like Coop and Chris kind of talked about like how they knew YB for a while. I didn't talk about that. Like I knew YB for like a year, because how we became like friends or whatever, it was back when I was just doing TikTok, and I think he had reached out one time and was like, yo, can you use like my song in a TikTok or something? And at the time I was like a rando like TikTok kid with like not that many followers. So I was hyped about it. So I did it for free. But then he ended up like, he sent me a bunch of merch in the mail for doing it. And so I was like, yo, this is lit. So then we became friends, started talking, and he was very genuine, bro. Like, and he was very intentional. And I think for all 3 of us, I don't want to speak for them, but that's the reason I joined Next Move, was because of YB's like character. Like is very good. He has very good character, and he's very intentional and very, very strong relationship with the Lord, and he's just an amazing guy. And that was like the main thing that kind of persuaded me to join, was I just wanted to be around him, man. He's a good guy.
Yep.
Yeah, facts. YB for real is like a leader of leaders, and you know what I mean. Like, he reminds me a lot of like Peter or something, or like the Apostle Paul, one of like the early founders of the church, which like they were leaders, but there were also other leaders who were planting churches and building churches at the time, but they themselves had leaders, which were like, you know, right. Paul or like Peter, you know. And I think that you know, me and Coop and Henrik were leaders in our own, you know, respective ways, and having like that leader of us is YB, and especially his wife Tammy, man. They friggin' rock. Like,
yeah,
for real.
Yeah, man. Facts. I feel like he kind of took a chance on us as well, because I don't know. I know Chris, like you kind of talked about, you've shared this before, how YB kind of took a chance on you because you weren't really anywhere in your career at the time when you were signed. And same with me. Like, I don't know why. Like when I got signed, I had Bad Dreams out, and I was just kind of like, I was the noob at music. I was a bum. I just had one song out. I didn't know what I was doing. But YB saw the potential, bro, in all three of us. And invested in us, man, and we've done a lot this year. So yeah,
it's been crazy, bro.
Yeah, it sounds like it. YB is a very seems to be a very common denominator among you three. So like, what was the process of carving your own lane as a group like was it relatively easy to like mesh your styles, or was it like difficult in just general?
You know, I think I'm glad that we made the project over the span of such a long amount of time, because looking back at some of the songs we made that first session and even that second session, sometimes there were songs where our styles did not mesh or clash together at all. And then we were still trying to get to know each other. Like, I mean, I think Henrik said this, but I feel like the closest that we got was just during this last session, this last Airbnb, because it just takes time to get to know someone and become friends. And by that time, we had spent a lot of good quality time together. And then I think the best music came out because of it. But as far as meshing, it took a lot of time, trial and error, because we do have very different sounds and styles. But I think obviously it worked out just based on, you know, people's response to the project. And then as far as being a group, I do know that very early on, YB was very adamant in saying, like, we're going to move differently. You know, this group is great. They're amazing. They love Jesus. They do their thing. This group is great, amazing. You know, never were we talking down on anybody. In fact, we were trying to learn from as many people before us as we could, but it was always like, we don't care what anyone else has done before us. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to try and separate ourselves. And that was a cool, I don't know if we would have been able to do that on our own without YB kind of casting that vision. And then I'll let the rest of them speak, but that's how I felt about it.
Yeah. I think one of the reasons that I think we move differently, I think we're very, very diverse. Like when I look at the project, like I see all three of our individual styles on the project, yet it doesn't feel to me like it's three different people's projects. You know what I mean? Like at the intro, like Coop is rapping like how he's rapping on Childlike, and on my song I'm doing rock like I did on my project, and Chris making Secret. Actually, you know what? Chris, Secret was different than anything you've really done, to be honest. But yeah, all three kind of took stuff that we do very well and put it on there. But we also did stuff that we don't normally do, like singing for certain people. I rapped a little bit, like, but I feel like it all came together cohesively. And it's like I think that our different styles kind of clashed well eventually. But yeah, like Coop said, the first session, we made our music was dog water, man. Like it was bad, bro. Yo, Cole and Cooper, the song like you guys made, you showed me, bro, it sounded like that, bro. Like,
it cannot be that bad.
Yeah, it cannot be that bad. That was
No, it was worse. It was worse. You guys actually went harder than us, bro, to be honest. You guys went harder. But then the second session, we had a couple songs that we kept. Like we made Catch Me in the second session, but we still had some Bun songs at the same time. Then third session, I feel like everything we did was great. It just, like Coop said, it just took time to get to know each other and build chemistry and figure out how we could all contribute to the project in our own way.
Yeah, for sure. And I think as far as your question about carving like our own lane, man, I think there's something special about like people who just genuinely love community, music, and like God, like it's just special. You want to see what's going on, and I think the fact that there aren't many like rap groups in this space, like we see like an indie tribe, we'll see like occasionally like a Magic and Bird social club, and other than that, like I can't really think of like groups, and 116, like they're all they're individual artists and they'll come together and do the group joints, but like for the most part there's not a lot of people dropping group projects, so I think that's something. And just the fact that we're not like as old as some of the other guys, not that the guys are old, late 20s, early 30s or whatever, but I think it's refreshing for people to see like, younger people coming up and being like, yo, we're about to do this, man,
Yo, one thing I kind of had in mind when we were making like our group stuff, like one group album that was like my favorite like Christian group album growing up. Did any of you in this call, bro? Did any of you know about what was that? It was WLAK, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
Yeah,
love that.
man.
Dude, that was my favorite freaking album, bro. And it's like not even on anything anymore. Like they deleted it off Spotify.
Bro, King and Me was my favorite song for a long time, bro.
The joint, when we made Catch Me, bro, I was thinking of their joint. It was like Arena, bro. It was called Arena.
Yeah.
It was Christian Grey and Dre Murray and something else, maybe Alex.
Swoop. It was Swoop, I think, wasn't it?
Swoop.
I think Swoop.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Facts.
So I know Coop kind of tiny little brush on this because he talked about like when he got added to the group text. But what was your first reactions when you guys first talked to each other, and then how was that different from when you first met each other? Like, what did that look like?
I think they were both like low key similar, just because it was all like new. Like when I meet people at first, I'll never like roast them or whatever, or just start cracking on them. But now, if when me and Henrik and Coop, all we do is just, like all we do is just crack, bro. Like, we got our videographer Josh. Our videographer Josh, all we do is just get on him, man.
Love that, man.
Yo, Josh, that's my dog. But like my first time talking to Josh, we did a phone call and I was just like super, respectful and stuff like that. But now it's like, nah, are you're 5'2", you get out of here, but nah, man, it was the first time that I met and talked with Coop and Henrik. It was like low-key awkward because I didn't know them, but
yeah,
as time went on, it's you just started to bond more and stuff like that.
Yeah, facts. Like I said, bro, I thought Chris was scary, man. And then now I realize he's a goof, but he was and then Coop is I don't know. Yeah, nah, Coop's the same, bro. I was not scared of Coop, but also I just thought I didn't know what I thought of Coop. I just thought he was cool. I thought he was chill. That was it. I don't know. But now, I think I agree with Chris. When we first were talking, we were kind of just we were just kind of being serious. But now it's more the best relationships, bro, are when you guys are just goofing. But also we can still be serious. Like we kind of talked about like at the sessions, like we would talk for like hours at a time about like some deep stuff, man. But then at the same time, other stuff too, which is funny.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yo, Josh, how old are you, man? That's the inside.
Yo. Yo. Bro, the boba tea. I forgot to tell that story earlier. Oh my gosh. Yo, we randomly. This is
coming out.
This was like a random story, but I guess when you were asking for stories, I should have said this. But Tammy like was adamant about us trying boba tea. Y'all know what that is?
Yeah.
With, like,
My wife has been on that recently, I think.
okay, so
like the tea with like bubbles, right, or whatever, like little balls in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So bro,
It
we went
tasted
to
like
this,
balls, bro. That's what it tasted.
yo, we went to this joint in like this it was like a Vietnamese like what do they call those places? It was kind of like a
I don't even
Chinatown,
know, bro.
but like a Vietnamese, like where everything in this little area is Vietnamese stores. And so we were trying it, bro, and oh my gosh, it was some of the funniest stuff ever. I thought Chris was gonna vomit like all over the table. And then who had the funniest reactions, bro? Graham had a hilarious reaction.
Graham and Henrik, yeah.
Graham and Henrik, bro. It was just like the whole thing was comedy, bro. And the whole time Tammy's like, "Y'all don't like this?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah, that
so Tammy's Vietnamese, so that's right up her alley. You know what I mean?
Right.
But bro, we went in there. I don't think any of us liked any of our drinks, bro. It was horrible. Like, I'm not even capping. I don't think I've ever tasted anything as horrible in my life, bro. When I was a kid, bro, I ate my dog's dog food, and that was better than the freaking boba, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Garbage.
That's funny.
Oh boy.
Chris's was bad, bro. I cannot lie. Like, mine was not great. I wouldn't drink it like just for fun. Like, I'm not gonna go order it again. But I finished it. But Chris kept complaining about how bad his was. And so I think at one point we all started passing like our own straws and trying it. And bro, Chris's was I chugged it I didn't get anything. I was supposed to get money or something. Dang. I chugged it, but it was the worst drink it was the worst beverage I've ever had, like hands down.
I would have said beverage, bro. That's how you know it was bad.
That's not a drink, bro. That was a beverage.
What was the joint that Josh got at Denny's, bro?
The Grand Slam.
The Grand Slam.
The Grand Slam.
We have all these stories that aren't that funny, but they were funny at the time. Like nobody to this is gonna laugh, you know what I'm saying? But it's hilarious.
They're gonna laugh at us laughing.
Yeah. So kind of moving on. Do you know? I don't know how much you guys can say. I don't know if like YB has kind of talked about this or Tammy. But has there or will there be plans to add other people to Next Move, or are you three the final roster? I don't know how much you can say and how much you know, but
yeah, we're signing this kid NF, and
who's
really small as me.
Right.
You know, no, bro, Henrik Lecrae actually, I found him on like a Spotify playlist, and YB was talking about signing him. Hopefully he's down with the team, so we'll see.
That'd be lit.
Yeah, he's got a bright future.
No, we have no idea, man. I have no idea.
Yeah, it was a long shot. I didn't know if you guys would know or not.
Sounds like something someone that has an idea would say, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh no, I definitely know. I'm just not telling you.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. So moving on to our final few questions. This is kind of moving a little bit away from like a group and more like personal questions. So what is next for each of you guys from what you can say? I know you all dropped projects this year, so kind of what's your plans that you're allowed to say?
I'll go first real quick. I'm dropping an album. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but I just did.
That's
next
fire.
year, sometime early. So
Boom.
get ready.
Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Who's
over.
next?
When
Who's
Coop
next?
drops the album, it's over. All right.
Facts.
Facts.
Album
Man, that's
coming
crazy.
2022.
Can't wait.
Oh, Kizzy. Yeah, bro. I wanna be like known as the most creative person who's ever been in Christian hip hop. You know what I mean? So I just really want to push boundaries next year. Really, like everything that I've been like hesitant to do this year, just go for it next year and just go crazy. I want to write another book.
Hey.
And put another book out, and yeah, those are some of my plans. I can't share them all.
No, the middle was one of the most creative projects that came out this year, I think. So you're already pushing
Facts.
that.
I agree with that.
Facts.
Appreciate it, man.
Nothing in CHH sounds like that, bro.
Mountaintops, bro? Nothing. So good.
Let's go.
Yeah, buddy. I'm going back to college. I'm becoming a teacher.
Sick, bro.
No, I'm just playing. I'll probably drop some music, bro. I'm not sure yet.
I'll probably drop some.
Word.
Might drop.
All right. If I feel like it.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think separates you as an artist from other artists in CHH? Or you can say about your the others in the room too. If you like.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
That
like
might be a
that.
better
I feel like that's better. That
I
would
agree,
get
yeah.
us in trouble,
Let me
so
go.
we don't
Let me go
sound
first.
prideful.
Let me go first. This is 100% like what I believe. I'm not like trying to gas anybody or anything. I believe Coop is the best lyricist in CHH. I believe that.
Facts.
That's my personal opinion. I think it's you and Jay Monty are the top two. And I believe about Chris. Chris is the most unique artist in CHH. I think he is like the comparisons are stupid, but Chris, I know you're inspired by Kanye. I think you are similar to him as where you kind of are doing your own thing and you don't like, and it's fire though. And like, you want to be your own person and you're not like on the stereotypical CHH, like cookie cutter, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And yeah, Chris is the most unique. Coop is the best lyricist. That's my final statement.
Henrik speaking facts.
Final answer. Yo, I think, I agree, man. I be trying to tell people, bro, Coop got the best pen in CHH, bro. Like, bro, you, bro. And on top of that, he's making hits with pop stars, bro. Stop playing with him.
Yeah, bro.
But you know, we got to hold off on that.
Nice.
But nah, Coop got a pen, bro. Pause. But Coop got
hey, Coop know how to handle the pen. Pause.
Yo.
Amazing. Nah, man. Coop got the best pen in CHH, and that separates him. I feel like Show Me Something is literally just a taste of like what's next from him.
Yeah.
Like for real, man. And I think Henrik is the future, bro. Like I already said it earlier, but Henrik, I think about this often, man. Henrik was really smart in how he started, because he came up on TikTok and he got those supporters there. And then when the music came in, he already got people rocking with him. And so there's already this momentum. And now that he's got the momentum, and now that I think that he's found his sound with like the punk rock, you got momentum and you know yourself as an artist, you know your sound, you mesh those, and it's like a freaking rocket ship to the top. You know what I mean? So I think 2022, Henrik is just about to like, I feel like, you know how when you'll use certain flows these days, it's like, oh, you trying to be like Drake, because Drake has just carved that lane for himself with certain flows and certain cadences and, certain like vocal tones, like he's carved those sounds for himself. Drake has carved those sounds for himself. So now when people try to rap in those similar flows, it's like, oh, you sound like Drake. I feel like 2022 is going to be the year that like people in CHH are going to be like trying to do that rock sound, and people are going to be like, oh, you sound like Henrik, bro. What you trying to be like Henrik? because he's already carving that lane for himself, and it's just going to continue to do that,
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, bro.
I think that Chris is by far the most creative in our space. And I don't know how he like does all the things that he does and taps into it, but bro literally wrote an amazing book, which if you haven't read, you should. I have my copy. somewhere back there. And
oh, let's go, Chris.
The book was literally about a project that sounded like nothing else anyone's put out ever in our space, but especially this year. So I mean, literally, I've texted this dude and like had him help me with ideas for music videos, because visually he has ideas and he sees things in his head that no one else does, or just how he approaches life and how he views the world. It's inspiring, man. And I think that separates him from anyone that I've worked with in this space. I know, like Henrik touched on it, and then it's probably not a comparison that you want to hear, but I do think he's the closest thing to a Kanye in terms of how he views the world in our space than anyone else, in terms of just like, I'm going to make amazing music and amazing visual content, and it's going to be totally different than what anyone else is doing, and I don't care. He really wants to push those boundaries, and I think that he will. And I think 30,000 monthly listeners from a dude who started over literally at the beginning of this year is wild, and nothing compared to what he's going to do next year.
Yeah.
Facts.
Henrik, bro, I've been saying this for probably, I mean, you can go back on my Twitter and check 6 or 7 months ago, but the music industry as a whole is coming back into that rock punk, that rock punk sound is coming back. And there's a few people who are ahead of the curve. Music always kind of does this. It like comes back and recycles. But man, I've been saying for a long time, if you don't, start hopping on this rock wave, you're going to be behind. And Henrik is so far ahead of the rest of the competition. It's insane. I would not be surprised if he goes mainstream next year. And not that that's the goal. I think regardless, he's going to be at the top of Christian hip hop. But I think he's very unique. I think he's very ahead of the game, like I said. And because of that, I don't know who else in our space is making music like that and doing it with that much success and that much of a fan base already behind him. I mean, I really think he could take off. So, man, I love my team, bro. Everybody's crazy. It's awesome.
Thanks, Cooper.
Man, no, yeah, I agree with everything you guys said, and it's crazy that you guys bring up that, stuff like Chris being inspired by Kanye, because like when I was listening to The Middle, I told my wife, and like I mean this as a compliment, I was like, man, this kind of reminds me of something like about how Kanye goes about making his music, and how like you remember it the first time you hear it, because it's so produced in a way that's so unique from everything else, right? And I love that about your music, Chris. And then like Henrik, everything you guys all said, I agree with 100%.
So like as you guys were making the album, or not project, I guess I don't know what it's technically considered, but so as you're making the project, what qualities in the other members like made it easier or harder to work with, like whether it be musically, spiritually, whatever it may be? Like what did those qualities, like how did they pan out? How did you work past them if they were harder? Stuff like that.
Ooh. I'll start. I think Cooper, like I said earlier, like Coop and Chris, in my opinion, are some of the best writers. So it made making songs really easy, because anytime I was stuck on a song, I literally just asked them, and like Chris wrote like half the hook for Catch Me. Coop wrote half a Loser. Like they helped out a lot when I was struggling. And like that's almost also what made them harder to work with, though, is like they're such good rappers. Like I think for the first 2 sessions we were making a lot of rap songs, and so it was really hard for me, because I was trying to figure out where I fit in, because I wasn't able to slide on the songs we were making for a little bit, so I just felt uncomfortable. But it eventually worked out. But yeah, I think they're such good writers, and it's really easy to make songs with them, bro. Like, yeah, it felt good.
I agree with everything Henrik said. I think once we found out who we were and how we worked with each other, it was really easy to work with each other. Chris is, we talked about earlier how YB was originally going to bring him to the team as a spiritual advisor. I see both him and Henrik as that, to be honest. They both bring a lot of that to our sessions, just as far as like how we bounce off of each other. But, spiritually, Chris inspires me Henrik inspires me. So that's just me personally. But
man, I was gonna say this earlier, man. One of the first things that one of my first impressions of Coop, at our first like Airbnb session, I was like, yo, this guy is like serious about making music.
Yeah.
He was literally, he had his hand in everything. Like he barely ever sat down, you know, and I was like, dang, bro, like I low key, I was like, am I in the right place? Like,
Yo,
you know
Chris,
what I mean?
bro, facts. Because I felt like that too.
Bro, it was like the freaking first day of high school or something, you know, like trying to find your spot to fit in. And Coop was like the jock who's like already, you know, already knows everything. But nah, man, at first I was like a little intimidated by that, but I learned to view that as like a strength, because none of this is like competition or comparison. So I was like, okay, this guy's on my team. I shouldn't be feeling like, you know, intimidated by him. So I was like, man, let's freaking work together, because I could learn from him, you know.
Yep.
And so that's that. And then I think Henrik, he's just not afraid to try new things. Like I've seen him go from like you know, my dog filmed a music video tied up in some ropes, and then he went and freaking filmed in the shower. Like my dog was in the shower, bro, looking depressed. But you look good, man. You look good, bro.
I thought that was tough.
Whack. That was whack.
I thought it was tough.
Stuck in my head. I can't check. I got the words.
I'm glad it's on the Next Move channel, not my personal channel. I gotta get that John taken down, man.
It's a good music video, man. What do you mean?
Yeah,
bro.
It was a good video.
Paired with a fantastic song, it's can't be beat.
But man,
thanks, Cooper.
Bro, I see like a Stuck, like the first song that he put out with Next Move, and you compare that with Loser, and it's proof to the fact that he's not afraid to try new things and he's not afraid to push boundaries. And I've definitely learned a lot from that. Also, I learned a lot from Henrik about TikTok. I was not on TikTok at all, and I was just looking at what like Henrik was doing, and like a few other people in this space, and I was like, bro, I need to start building on there. And I've seen like somewhat growth on there. So it definitely has, like, the social media side of Henrik has also helped me out, you know.
Let's go.
So just to wrap it up in a nice little bow, we like to finish our interviews with kind of just a sillier question that sparks some discussion. So I found the question: if you had the chance to remove one inanimate object from existence permanently, like it can never be produced, it can never be, you know, seen again, what would you choose and why?
No kissing, bro.
Wait, what did you say?
Gap.
What did you say?
Boba.
Boba's not an inanimate. Oh wait, yeah, it is.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
nah, you're right.
What he was living, man.
Yo, on the real, probably not though. Honestly, I've. Oh, dude,
I know what Henrik would get rid
oh,
of.
Oh man.
I know.
What?
Window seats. No, middle seats. Actually, airplane
middle seats on the
bro.
plane.
Yeah.
You just had to stand.
Yo, honestly, this airplane seats.
This
Bro,
dude in his 6'7" self is always like.
Yo, when me and Josh, so on the way back from our session, our last one, our flight got delayed till like 6 a.m. or some BS. So since our flight got delayed for like 8 hours, they gave me first class, and I still didn't fit, bro. I always thought like if I got first class, I'd be chilling, dude. I was still squished, bro. It was buns.
It was buns.
I hate planes, man.
The planes.
Nah, if I had, I don't know, Chris, you go. I can't think of a good one.
Bro, I think honestly, I would. I don't know, man. No. You know what I would freaking get rid of, bro? This is like something that's been because so I.
He's
You
passionate.
get thinking about it.
Yo, I interned I interned at my church, so I'm like there like all day. And bro, we have this freaking closet, bro. We call it the riser closet. And it's like it has all this like fiber. I guess I don't know why they like seal stuff for ventilation with fiberglass. You know, like that was all this fiberglass, bro. And we be moving stuff in there, and the fiberglass falls on my skin, bro, and like it leaves me friggin' scratching all day, man. And I've always like if you walk in like a building somewhere or some restaurant and they have like fiberglass ventilation on the ceilings, I think it's the dumbest thing ever, bro. They need to make something else.
I worked in insulation one summer for just like a month, and bro, fiberglass is not to mess with. It's so annoying. It's
Sucks,
awful.
bro.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, Henrik, you got one?
Answer, Boba Tea?
No, I don't like Boba tea. I couldn't think of a fun, like a serious one, so I was trying to be funny.
I didn't know.
I don't know.
How about you guys?
How about
Ooh.
y'all? I don't know if I could think of something to like permanently remove.
I'm getting rid of onions, bro. I hate onions, man.
Yo, okay,
Really?
we got beef now.
Onions
What
are
about
awful.
blooming onions?
They ruin every food.
No,
Onions
onions make a lot of things better.
Facts.
Onions are.
I don't know
I'm
about.
mid-tier.
I mean, I don't like onions by themselves. Like, I'm not just gonna.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. That's weird. I agree.
They add some mad flavor, especially when you grill them, bro.
Facts.
Peanut butter and onion sandwich, yo.
Oh,
No,
okay.
stop that.
Alrighty.
Come
Alright,
on,
Chris,
bro.
what is wrong with you, bro?
I would remove
You guys
that.
ever seen? You guys?
Chris,
ever seen
you're not a
the
Christian,
movie
bro.
Little Monsters?
No.
What movie?
Y'all seen the movie Little Monsters before?
No.
Nah.
It's from the 1980s.
Oh, that's why.
Dang, y'all are crazy. Okay, never mind then. I was gonna bring a reference up. It's okay.
Yeah. Cooper, what would you remove?
Yeah, zero clue. You know what? I'm gonna set back humanity a couple thousand years. I'm getting rid of levers. Screw it.
Levers?
Yeah.
Why are you so mean?
Dang. Because violence.
I just want to see the world burn.
Yo, El Capo, who uses a lever though? I've never used a lever.
Well, yeah, light switch is a form of a lever. I'm pretty sure, isn't it?
Dog,
some
Henrik,
like-
levers are in like everything.
Yeah, that's why.
Like
Wow,
the
Set
world
back
would,
humanity a couple thousand years.
Yeah, what
the
the
world
frick,
would fall
Cindy?
apart.
What the frick?
Yeah, come on, Cindy.
Oh man. Yeah, see, I couldn't think of anything.
Cole, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything funny, so I guess we'll get rid of cigarettes because that ruined
Oh, that's
people's
good.
lives.
Oh yeah,
Good.
So I'll
That's
guess
a good
that.
good one, man.
That's a good one.
All right.
Frick, I should have said something like that, bro. Talking about onions.
Oh, man. All right.
Too good, too good.
Well, thank you all so much for coming on again. We really appreciate it. We love all three of you guys. You guys are all awesome. We'll link all you guys' socials and Spotify's in the description, so be sure to follow them, listen to their music. It's fantastic. And as well, if you enjoyed this interview, be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time.